Welcome to MTC Creative Kitchen.
Greetings, my subscribers, as well my newest subscribers. Thank you for coming. Now for today on the menu, I'm gonna prepare a delicious meal, and this would have been some seasoned rice. Yes, you heard correctly. Seasoned rice, where you find everything is cooked within the same pot. Alright, so the ingredients are ackee, saltfish, pumpkin, cabbage, pop chow, coconut milk, and a dash of salt. With the seasons, that would have been some scallion, thyme, and scotch bonnet pepper. Now, guys, this is something worthwhile watching, and you do not want to miss it, so stay tuned, and I will be right back. Okay, my lovely peeps, I'm here once again. So here in the bowl I have a piece of saltfish. Now this piece of saltfish is placed to be soaked, because you know when you have saltfish, right, or even salt mackerel, you want to ensure you rinse it off first thing first. When you rinse it off, then you can go ahead and place it to soak in some water, right? And that is just to reduce the salt from the saltfish. And the saltfish is really salted, you know. It is really salted, and the reason for that is because when they salted the saltfish is just to preserve it, right? So it can last for a very long time. You know what I mean? Yeah man, it's real. So see there, yeah man, my lovely piece of saltfish within the container of water that is placed to soak. So when it's properly soaked, then I'm going to cook it. Now, as you can see here in the pot, I have my saltfish boiling. Now the saltfish was already washed off. When you wash it off already, then we eventually place it in a container to soak to reduce the salt. Then I'm now boiling the saltfish. Right, so what's gonna be on the menu for today is actually gonna be some seasoned rice. Alright, so just continue to stay in tune and you'll see how it turns out. Now here I have some ackees in the bowl here, so I'm gonna pick them. Now I mean they're simple. Now these ackees came off my tree in the front of the yard, right? I'm not gonna use all of the ackee, just a few of them, you know, because I'm doing some seasoned rice, right? So I don't need all of the ackee, I'm just gonna use a few of them. And this is just to make the seasoned rice turn up, you know what I mean? Yeah man, for real. And when I say turn up, I mean like I'm talking about taste really good. So that's why I say turn up. For those who don't probably know the meaning of turn up, you know what I mean? Alright, so now as I notice, alright, you see when I'm cleaning the ackee, this is what's in the middle of it and it has to go. Right? After picking the seed off, then I have to do that. So I'm going to go ahead now and continue to clean up the ackees here. As I said before, I won't be using all the ackee. I'll be using a few pots, few ackees, right? Not all of them. They have to ensure the ackees are properly cleaned up. If you notice inside here, these things on the side, they're like, yeah, I normally clean those off too. So clean this one off, because you see the thing is that some of them, some of the ackees, right, you don't have to clean this area here because it's smooth, you know, but some of them look obvious, you gotta clean that off. You just have to clean off it, alright? This one now has to clean out. Sometimes it can be real bad, that you have to clean them out. Now here I have my pumpkin, and this is also gonna be a part of my season rice. So what I'm gonna do is just sort of skim the middle out, right, like so, right? Now I like to use my small knife. Why? Because my small knife is more easy to hold and peel, right? So I just take my one time and peel my pumpkin like so. Now one has to be careful on doing so, because you know what? You see what happened just a while ago? The skin break out the pumpkin, right? And that's just the thing with peeling pumpkins. Sometimes the skin can be so thick where it's hard to peel. So I'm just gonna continue peeling the pumpkin until I'm through. So just go on, tune in. Yeah, that's just how it is. I'm telling you, it can be, not a struggling, but based on how the thickness of the skin is, right? But just see that I'm gonna go in like so, take that piece out, then this piece. All right, I'm almost complete. Just gonna scoop out that piece there, like so. All right, so I'm gonna brush these aside. Alright, yeah, just brush it aside, right, like so. As you can see now, the pumpkin is now peeled. Now the thing is, I'm going to cut up it, right? I'm gonna cut it up like so. Now don't watch the fact where the pumpkin may seem dirty on this side, right? I'm gonna wash them off, right? So I'm gonna cut them up like so, right? Then when I cut them up like so, it makes it more easy for me to cut them up, right? Because I want to cut them up small, and then I'm going to wash them off, and then I'm going to place them in the pot and allow them to cook. Now my pumpkins, they were washed, as you can see. The container is wet, so they were washed, alright? Now I'm going to go ahead and slice them up, alright? Now this pumpkin is not that rich, but it will still do the work, you know what I mean? That's just how it is. Sometimes I get a rich pumpkin that is too rich, you know what I mean? But then there's some that when you get them, they're not as rich, you know what I mean? But, it will work. So if you notice, I'm cutting them up small, right? So this way, when I cut them small, it's more easier for them to boil out and mash out. If not, what I'll do, I'll just go in with my spoon and just crush them, right? When I say crush them, I'm going to use the spoon to just crush them to the side of the pot that's inside, right? Sometimes you just want something different, you know what I mean? You don't want the same thing every day, brown stew fish or SKB fish or jerk chicken or fried chicken, cooked dumplings or banana. You just want something different. So I was contemplating about what I was going to prepare, you know what I mean? And I was thinking that I was going to do some packet saltfish with some rice. But then it came to me and I said to myself, no, I've had enough rice, I've had enough dumplings and so forth. I'm gonna do something different. So I decided to do some seasoned rice this morning. Alright? Yeah man, that's some seasoned rice I'm gonna prepare this morning. Alright? So as you can see now, all the pumpkins are now cut up. So I'm going to put them to the pot. I put them within the pot. The water has now come to a boil. So I'm going to go ahead and take the lid off like so. Then I'm going to add in the pumpkins within the pot. Now they have to be cooked, alright? So I'm going to push them off like so within the pot here and allow them to cook, right? Now they're going to cook until they're soft, right? Next to mash out. Now they have to mash out, right? So they have to cook until soft. Alright, so I'm going to cover the pot and allow them to go and cook. Alright? Now it's going to take a little while before it comes back to a boil. The reason being is because I just add the pumpkins within the pot. Alright, so within a few minutes before it comes to a boil. Alright, check that out guys, there it is. The pumpkins are cooking as you can see here within the pot. So I'm going to cover it back and allow it to stay and continue to cook. Alright, so it's now time to add the akis. As you can see now, I'm pouring them in. right? Then I'm going to cover the pot and allow it to go and cook. Alright, so it soon come to a boil as soon as the heat develop back. You know, the reason why it's taking so long is because I went ahead and poured the ackee in and the lid was off, you know what I mean? So all that steam came out, you feel me? So it has to be covered and allow it to come back to a boil again. Let's see. Alright, it's coming. Alright. Now I'm gonna go in and give it a nice stir. Like so, you know what I mean? Oh yeah. So the pumpkin now starts to get soft. You can eventually go in now with my spoon and go and break them apart. You know? Yeah man, so that's how we normally do it. We just allow it to go and cook until they're soft. But the thing is that you see when I do it this way, you buy less, you buy plenty of time. And when I say plenty of time, it's when they're gonna stand aside and wait until all the pumpkins are mashed out. It's gonna take a longer time. So with me going in with my spoon and just go and crush a few, you know what I mean? The process will go faster. If you get what I'm saying. Now I'm going to go ahead and add approximately a quarter teaspoon of salt within the pot, and that is just for taste, right? Okay, you know the saltfish has salt, it has a salt piece, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and add a quarter teaspoon of salt, and that should be enough. Now the thing is, you know guys, I could have went ahead and cooked the ackee along with the saltfish, right? But I decided not to, right? I wanted to cook the ackee with the pumpkin. You feel me? Yeah man, because I did it before. But what I did was to cook it the ackee with the saltfish. But this time around I decided not to do it that way. I wanted to cook it with the pumpkin. You know, that way the ackee will have that nice flavor of the cooked pumpkin. Feel me? Yeah man, so that's just how it is, alright? Now here's the saltfish. It's almost finished boil. I'm just going to give it a few more minutes and then I'll just turn the fire off. The saltfish is now cooked, so I'm just going to turn the flame off now. That's about it for the saltfish. So I'm going to let this sit until I'm ready to take it out and put in a container of water and then clean up it, alright? And I'll show you how I do it. So just continue staying tuned. Alright, so the saltfish is now cooked, so I'm just going to go ahead now and clean them up. And as you can see, it's in a container of water because I had to place it in some water for it to cool so I can go ahead and clean them up, alright? So as you can see, I'm just picking it up and take out the bones, you know. One can afford no bones to stop at your throat, right? So one has to make sure you take the bones out. Alright. The bones there. Another piece here. Just pick the bones out. Just make sure it's properly cleaned off, you know what I mean? Yep, there's some bones right here too. I'm just gonna break it apart. bones. Now these bones, guys, you don't want to take them simple. They can cause major damage. They can stop in your throat, you can't swallow, and it's gonna be a rather it will be a rather discomfort. You know what I mean? When trying to swallow and can't swallow because of the bone that's in the saltfish. Yeah, that's why I want us to go through and ensure them, pick them out thoroughly to no bone should be. I'm not gonna say that 1 or 2 may not escape, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying that one has to ensure that they pick out thoroughly. Alright, so that's it. Alright, so here's my native coconut. So what I'm gonna do is just to cut them up, right? Like so. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. That's how I cook up my coconut. Because I'll be using some coconut milk. Well, not some, but I'm gonna use the coconut milk to add it to the pot. You know what I mean? Because as I said before, it's seasoned rice, right? Yeah, man, seasoned rice. So coconut milk, when coconut milk is added to anything, I'm booming up. You get me? Yeah, man, the real man. That's just how it is. Alright? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead now and add my coconuts to the blender, like so. Right? Coconuts in the blender, so I'm gonna go ahead now and approximately this is a cup and a half of water. Cup and a half of water, but maybe I'll just add 1 cup because I need the milk to be rich. You know what I mean? I just use a cup and a half because there's a lot of coconut in there. So I just want to make sure that it's properly blended. You know what I mean? Now you see the less water you have in it, it can cause it to blend properly. So I'll make sure I have enough water in it so you can eventually get to blend the coconuts. Alright, so it's now time to begin the blending process. that's about it, right? That is it. Say no, sir. The coconut milk is gonna be rich because guess what? I did not add too much water to it, right? And that's a wrap. Now it's time to begin the extracting process. So I'm gonna go in now with my coconut within the strainer here. You can see I'm extracting the juice. From the coconut, right? Now my milk is gonna be rich because that's how we need it to be. So I'm just using a spoon now just to add some tension on the coconut in the strainer so the juice can flow freely. Right? If you notice, I did not use too much water in it. I used a cup and a half of water. Normally, I would use less coconut. You know what I mean? But if you notice, it's coming out rich enough. Because that's how we need it to be rich. I don't want no long water. Yeah, so I'm just using the spoon now just to add some tension to the coconut within the strainer so the juice can easily flow through. It's gonna take some time, but that's just how it is. I've always said now with the process, sometimes with the process, guys, when you're cooking, sometimes process may take some time, you know. So that's why you can't rush, you just take your own time and do the thing. I've always said haste make way, so you don't want to make a mess or you know, push over something or cause anything to spill. So I'm just taking my own time and juice the coconut. Now here on the counter I have one small cabbage, right? I don't need a big cabbage. And that's just the way I don't need a big cabbage, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead now and just cut the cabbage. Like so. Next on the agenda is some pak choy. Now vegetables, my vegetables are washed already. Right. Now 2 more stock left. Some small ones. Put it off. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my coconut milk. Right? Now look at my coconut milk, guys. See how creamy it looks, thick and creamy. I'm gonna pour that in, like so. Alright, that's it. Coconut milk that is added now. Cover it. Just gonna rinse it out a little bit. Just a little water I did catch in the bowl here, and then I'm just shaking it out and then pour it to the pot. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add the saltfish. So there goes the saltfish in the pot. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and stir. Yeah, man, it's real. You can smell the aroma too, you know, guys. You can smell the aroma already. And it's not even reaching anywhere. Let me just go ahead and taste it. Alright. You know, I was thinking that people want some more salt, but believe you me, guys, it doesn't need any more salt. It is A-okay. I'm telling you, it is A-okay. Right? But what I'm gonna do next is just to add a little of my Maggi pepper season, right? And this is just to enhance the flavor, right? This is just to enhance the flavor with some Maggi pepper season. Hear the name of it, the Maggi purpose. Maggi season up our purpose, right? Right, that's it. Now I'm gonna allow it to come to a boil. Alright, so it's coming there. Alright. I'm gonna cover it, I'll let it come to a boil for say 5 minutes or more. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add my vegetables, right? And that would have been my cabbage along with my pak choy. Alright, so I'm gonna take the lid off. Yes, as you can see in the pot. You can smell the aroma. Jesus, please. Guys, I'm telling you that this is smelling so good. Cheese. And I don't reach anywhere yet. This is just the beginning. This is 3/4 way of the process, alright? Alright. I'm gonna allow it to go and continue to cook. For 4 more minutes, I'm gonna add the vegetables. Alright, so it's that time around. I'm going to go ahead now and add in my vegetables. And that would have been my pak choy with cabbage, alright? So I'm gonna add them in like so. Alright, yeah man, it's real man. This is a season where it's gonna be epic, you know. Now the thing is, you know, some people use the Maggi, the Maggi cock soup. You know what I mean? And add it in there. But for me, I can do it that way if I want to. If not, you know, I can do it this way. You know what I mean? So this is just my method. You get me? But you can also go ahead and add your Maggi cock soup if you want to. You know, but then you have to make sure that you strain it. Right? If you don't want the noodles to be in it, what you can do is just go ahead and you strain it, right? When you strain it, that means you won't get the noodles, you're just gonna get the flavor, right? That's the flavor from the cock soup itself. And that's why I use my Maggi pepper season, if you get the drift, right? So there it is. Yeah, my vegetables are in. Now I'm gonna allow them to, you know, the coconut milk has to boil to a certain level You know what I mean? And then we just add the vegetables. I'm going to give it some more time. And the next thing would be to add the rice within a pot and store it and allow it to cook. Alright, so you don't know what things that you know. So you have pumpkin in there, you have saltfish, you have pak choy, you have ackee, and you have cabbage. Along with the coconut milk. So I'm going to taste it again. Because the first time I tasted it, guys, the flavor was like, you know what I mean? So I had to taste it again. Alright, so see there. Cover the pot now. And make it go and bubble. See? Now I have washed my rice already. Now here in the bowl I have approximately 1 3/4 cup of rice. So I'm going to add the rice now within the pot, right? Like so, right? So that's 1 cup, 1 3/4 cup. So not 2 cups enough, but 1 3/4 cup. Alright, there it is. Then I'm gonna go in now with my wooden spoon and give it a stir just to ensure that everything is incorporated, right? Some more everything could mix out. Well, I'm combining in a sense, you know what I mean? You want to make sure say you don't have too much saltfish in one area, or too much cabbage, or too much pak choy, or the ackee. You just want to make sure say everything is mixed up. Just see it there. Alright. Just gonna go ahead again and taste because I like to taste. You guys, check out the view. Check out what's going on in the pot. Real. Just gonna cover it and allow it to continue to cook until it's finished, alright? Alright, see there. Here's the finished outcome of my seasoned rice. Check that out, guys. You can smell the flavor, the fragrance with all those seasonings and vegetables. I'm telling you, it's really epic. Seasoned rice, yeah man. Alright, so see there. Now this is what we call seasoned rice. As you can see, the pumpkin and the ackee. You can see the saltfish, the pak choy. You can see the cabbage. You know what I mean? The seasoning like the scallion and a piece of thyme. Yeah man, for real man, so see there. Yeah, see there, well set and well set and ready to eat. You know what I mean? So I can't wait to dive into this. So yo, check this out, guys. It's quite simple, you know what I mean? Anybody can do it. You know what I mean? There's nothing to it, so give it a shot. Alright? Guys, it has always been a pleasure to share with you whatever I prepare in my kitchen. So please remember to thumbs up the video. Leave a valuable comment, share me out, subscribe to my channel, and hit that post notification bell and allow it to be on all. That way you'll be the first person to be notified whenever I drop a new video. Thank you for watching.